everyone, welcome back. It is a lovely, lovely spring day today. I've been able to break out my tank tops and the sun is shining. I'm gonna be filming in natural light today and there are a couple of clouds, so if it goes in and out, it's nature and you can't force it to do things. So we're working with what we have. I'm also using a new external mic. If you're wondering what this little black thing is on my shirt, that's what it is. Let me know if you like the audio quality or not, or if you liked it better than the old ones. Give me some feedback in the comments, and if you like it, we'll keep it, and if you don't, we'll work something out. So today I'm gonna go over some of my latest favorites. I'm not calling this a monthly favorites because it isn't something that I've specifically liked in a single month. So it's kind of things that have accumulated over a little bit of time. So I only have 5 things for you today, and let's jump into them. The first favorite is also kind of a discovery, I guess. Neither product is new to me, but putting them together is what is the new thing about them. So I have 2 foundations here. This one is by Revlon. It is the Color Stay. It is for normal to dry skin, and it is in the color 150 Buff. And this one is by L'Oreal. It is the True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup, and it is in the number C3 Creamy Natural Cool. Now, this color is a really good shade for me in the winter, but it's slightly pale. The next step up though does not work for me at all. This one is a bit dark for me. I'm sure you can see even just sitting next to my skin here. It works in like the peak of summer. I can get away with using this, but on its own, not so much. When I put the two together, it is my, I would call, perfect neutral shade. The texture is really nice. It has great wear, and as this one is a little bit not mattifying but not overly dewy, and then this one is supposed to be dewy, it also creates a really nice balance. It is the foundation that I'm wearing on my skin right now. Again, with the irritation that's actually like creeped up a little bit, it may not look as good as it normally does today, but this has been my absolute perfect match find. So I'll do a couple of swatches of these for you guys so you can see what they look like on their own and then what it looks like when I mix them together. So this one right here, this is the Revlon, this one is the L'Oreal, and this is the 2 combined. So this one is way too dark, this one is a bit too light, but this is the good mix. But I've really been loving that combo discovery that's happened. It has just been ideal and perfect. I don't know what made me think to put the 2 together, but I just did. I take 1 pump of the Revlon lighter shade, then I take literally 2 drops, just 2 drops of the True Match Lumi, and it makes the best thing that I have found in a while. Going along with skin and face and those sorts of things, the next thing that I kind of discovered literally weeks ago, and it only was released not that long ago as well, is Differin Gel. I've been struggling with some like adult acne face issue stuff. I was breaking out in weird places that I never broke out during puberty, like on my cheek or on the sides of my temples, just really weird places, not normal, getting a lot of redness around my nose, breaking out like right here on my lips. Normally I would get like a hormonal spot on my chin or in between my eyes, that kind of a thing. And my skin just started freaking out after college. I don't know if it was like a change in water or food or environment or what it was, but once I left school, it was like I had no idea what my skin was doing anymore. So I read a review by Caroline Hirons about this stuff and how everybody should be using it and it's just great and it will really work for you. And I've been trying it out for probably 3 weeks now. And I'm in kind of this, I absolutely love it mostly sort of a situation. So I do mostly love it. I mostly love everything about it. I love that it's definitely clearing up my skin, so much so that relatives are saying something. And you know, if like your sister or your mom says something like, your skin just looks really good lately. You know, they see you all the time. They know what it used to look like and what it typically looks like. And so for them to say something without being prompted to me was like, okay, yeah, it's not just me seeing this, like something good is going on. I haven't had a single breakout. There's been not a single breakout, not even like a tiny little bubble pop up. I feel like my scars are fading. I feel like my skin just looks more like my skin. I feel like I'm getting my skin back. The only downsides are my skin is a little bit like sensitive, not overly sensitive. Like I can pretty much put crazy stuff. I don't have to use the same face wash every day, like, but it's temperamental. Maybe that's a better word, or fussy. And so I'm having some dryness and some itching, which is the two side effects that happen from this. Just on my chin here, like along here, and I'll get really dry kind of like around on my mouth here, but I'm trying to fade some scars there. So I just kind of use very minimal exfoliation. I have like sort of like a peel. It's like a gel peel that I use. So I don't use anything abrasive, no harsh scrubbing or anything like that if it pops up. I try to keep it moisturized using face oils or aloe. And I have found, and this is the one thing I'm trying to troubleshoot right now with it, is all of a sudden at 3 weeks, everything burns. And I know that sounds awful. It's like, how do you like this product if it makes your face burn? The results are worth it to me, would be my answer to that. But yeah, I tried different face washes. They tend to kind of burn, and it's like for 3 seconds and then it goes away. So, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, face lotions, face washes, they kind of burn at the moment. So I'm trying to figure out something that will work with it. Face oils are really good right now, and face wash wise, I haven't quite found anything yet. So if anybody knows, if anybody has their own story or experience or education and knowledge on this, you could leave me a comment. That would be super, super helpful. But yes, overall, I've been loving the results from this, and it's pretty pricey. This little tube was $15. The slightly bigger tube is $30. But if there's a Sam's Club near you, they sell both of them together for under $20. So keep your eyes out for that. Keeping with makeup, there is this little pencil right here. This is by e.l.f. and it is the brow pencil. Very simply named, no complicated description here. And this one is in shade Deep Brown, which is very, very dark. It is their darkest shade. I do have it on right now, mixed a little bit with another brow product. Silly me, I should have just worn this alone so you guys could have seen it, but I didn't. It's a really nice eyebrow twist up pencil, crayon, whatever you want to call it. And it is in a very deep, deep shade. I'll give you guys a swatch here. In the back, you guys can see it's very, very dark. But my eyebrows are also very, very dark. But what I like about it is it has a spoolie on the other end, and you just can blend it out with this spoolie. You guys can even see as I'm kind of diffusing it just with this spoolie that it spreads out really, really nicely. So you don't have to use a ton of product. It blends, but it also has some staying power to it. So even as I try to rub it with my finger, it stays in place. So this stays all day on my eyebrows. I don't have to use a ton. It diffuses out really nicely to a really more natural looking. It's not the very harshly defined, but you can still get definition within your brows, if that makes sense. I like the color. It may be a little bit dark, but I get super nervous with any sort of brown color because they're usually very, very yellow on me and look very unnatural. So I stuck with the cooler, deep brown, almost black color, and I love that this was $2. It is a product that I absolutely love. It's super creamy and blendable and amazing, and it's $2. I have been loving this body lotion since I got it last month, I think. This was in the last subscription box that I had from Boutique. I've since canceled all subscriptions. I'm no longer subscribed to literally anything. There's no more food subscriptions, no more makeup subscriptions, no more Korean subscriptions, and this was in the last one, and I ended up loving it. So there's not a lot of information on here that I can read. A lot of it is Korean. I know it's Korean. I tried to look it up before filming this for you guys so I could give you some information. I know it's $16.99, so it's a $17 bottle of lotion. It's by On the Body. It's On, the Body. I think that's just the company. And it is the Cherry Blossom Nourishing Body Lotion. 3 natural oil shea butter blending. This stuff smells really good. It has not like an overly floral blossom smell. Like cherry blossom, it smells floral, but in its own unique way. So it has sort of that in the front, and then I almost get like a sandalwood note at the back as it's drying, which I really, really love. It's not an overly feminine lotion, but it's nowhere near a masculine lotion as well. It's just not overly girly. I love the formula. It's not too thick, but it's not too thin. It rubs in really, really nice. It's very moisturizing. It absorbs into your skin. It doesn't leave like a greasy feel or a tacky feel, anything like that. I have absolutely been loving it. It was a really great free find. I say that because I paid for the subscription, but I didn't have to pay full price for the product. Really been loving it. I know that you can get it on the boutique website. I'm not sure where else. I haven't done research on that, but it is something I would consider repurchasing, and also maybe looking into more lotions if the company has more, because I really like this one. And the 5th and last thing that I have is a new hair tie, which may not be a big thing to some people, but if you have hair that is heavy, whether it's thick or if you have a lot of hair like me, my hair isn't super thick, it's very normal in sort of like width or texture, I guess. The texture is very smooth, but it's normal in whatever that is, and there's a lot of it. So when my hair was longer, I cut my hair pretty recently, like a month ago. So it was longer than this, probably by, I think we cut off almost 6 inches, 5 inches of hair. And because it's so like a slippery sort of texture and there's so much of it, it would get really, really heavy. I couldn't figure out how to wear my hair up to work out. It would just fall out and like pull on my head. And then when Alex and I went on vacation to St. Thomas and we got stuck in Miami, I found these. So this is a much thicker hair tie. I think they're still by Goody. They're still like the Ouchless hair ties, but they are so much thicker. And what this does is it just holds my hair better. Exactly where I put my hair up is exactly where it stays, and I don't have to touch it all day. So normally if I put my hair up in like a bun on top of my head or a ponytail, it would start to kind of fall down my head partway through the day. I'd get a lot of fallout pieces and I'd have to redo my hair a couple of times. With this, not so much. I put it up, it stays, I don't even have to think about it. It also does that really, the thing I always admire with some people is they would put their hair up in a ponytail and it would be kind of perky and it would have this nice flow to it, and mine would always just like just be kind of sad and like just, I don't know, not what I was looking for. But these help hold it up to a higher height, and I really, really like them. For comparison, if you're like, how much, like what does that actually look like next to a regular one? This is a regular Goody Ouchless hair tie, and this is the thicker one that I have. So you can see there's difference in the thickness a little bit. This one's they're slightly bigger in circumference as well. So this one I've had for a while and it's held its shape. It's done pretty well. Normally, this is what happens to my hair ties. These are the same brand, same everything, from the same batch, and this is what my hair would normally do to a hair tie. It gets stretched out to the point that I can no longer use it. I would have to use like 2 hair ties in my hair. Yeah, no more with these. So super excited about those. All right, so that is everything that I have discovered recently, the top 5 finds, let's call it that. I have no idea what I'll title this video, but maybe I did title it that. Hope you guys really enjoyed watching. Let me know if you have any questions or comments or information on any of these products that I mentioned I needed some help on. Leave that down in the comments below. It would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will hopefully see you in my next video.